Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charlie with Raging Entertainment. Today I wanted to do a Blu-ray review of 1995's To Wong Fu Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar, which was done by Shout Factory. It's a Shout Select, basically. Stars Patrick Swayze, John Leguizamo, Wesley Snipes. Also has cameo by Robin Williams in there. And you've got Stalker Channing. She was in movies like Grease and a movie called Anywhere But Here with Natalie Portman. And then, of course, you've got Chris Penn, who's the brother of Sean Penn. He's in this. It's just a big, cast all around. RuPaul, everybody should know who RuPaul is, famous drag queen, all that kind of stuff. But the reason why I wanted to do a Blu-ray review for you guys of this movie is because I just recently got it in the mail yesterday, watched it instantly. I wanted to see how well the transfer was on this. And I got to admit, Shout Factory did an amazing job. It looks pretty close to a 4K, and I'm not saying it got the 4K treatment at all. I'm not saying it had a 4K scan or anything like that, but it wasn't too far off from what it looked like. And I got to admit that it looks amazing. And I'm very happy that I got it because I had the DVD, of course. And I think the one time that I had tried to get the Blu-ray before, got it off eBay, turned out that Blu-ray didn't work at all, like it was defective. So the person who sold it knew they were selling something defective, which was kind of messed up. So I didn't even know that Shout Factory had this originally. So when I went to their website one day, I was like, I'm going to kind of search around, and I randomly came across it. So I was like, I'm going to buy it from the website. And that's what I did. So I am very happy that I got this from Shout Factory. Thank you, Shout Factory in general. You guys did an amazing job on the restoration work. Like this type of movie for having a lot of talking in it and stuff like that. The audio mix was done very well. I didn't have to turn it up, turn it down, nothing like that. It was very, very, very good audio mix. And I got to admit that the picture quality was amazing. Like I said, it wasn't too far off from looking like it could have been a 4K. And I like that about this because that means the picture itself is crisp and clear. You don't have that, what I call it, almost watercolor looking kind of brushing, like some DVDs do when you watch a DVD in your 4K player on your 4K TV. You could see a big difference. And so I ended up, of course, replacing my DVD with this one. And I'm very happy that I did. And the story of this movie is that John Leguizamo, Patrick Swayze, Wesley Snipes, of course you can tell by the front of the cover, they're all drag queens. They come from New York. They consider themselves career girls, this and that. And they go on a road trip. And the reason why they have this road trip is because two of them had won a contest to be a part of a drag show that was in Hollywood, California. So they have to literally go to Hollywood, California, but they traded plane tickets to be able to take someone along. I'm not going to who was who kind of deal, and that's where Robin Williams comes in because they had to, talk to their person, inside person on what they could do by trading their plane tickets. Can they take bus? Do they take train? What do they do? They end up driving all the way there. And before they even take the actual drive itself, Patrick Swayze character comes across a picture of Julie Newmar that was... You'd have to watch the movie to really know what kind of picture it is because it's hard to, describe the picture in itself. It was very pinup. Very, very pinup style. And there was a saying on it, and that happened to be the title of the movie, which was To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. As in, she was saying thanks to the guy... person, whoever may be, that had the name Wong Fu. Of course, no one really knows who that is, so that was a mystery, of course. I've never looked it up to see if there was the name behind it. I never looked that up, so I apologize for not knowing that part. But the movie in itself is just a really good movie, really wholesome. It's about acceptance. It's about being who you are without being criticized, this and that. And yeah, and there's a lot of things in this movie that make you go, okay, that would have been totally illegal. You can't do that. You can't do this. Like Chris Penn, because he plays a cop in this movie. And everything he did in this movie was everything a cop should not do in general, where a cop could go to jail himself. But he pulls them over and comes to find out that they are, men in dresses, but he didn't know that at first, and he got himself into some trouble. He's trying to find them, trying to figure out where they're at, this and that or whatever, and Come to find out towards the end of the movie, where they were staying at because their car broke down, somebody named Bobby Ray comes to, help them out, take them to their local town where they're, where he's from, and they had to stay the weekend to get their car fixed, basically. And while this whole time that they're there, they're making this impact on this community, and of course everybody's thinking that they are real women, which is, and it's funny because you have to really watch the movie to understand what I'm talking about. Of course, throughout this video, I'd be throwing in some pictures just to kind of show you what the movie is like, but it's a wholesome movie. It's a very, very wholesome movie. I love this movie to death. It's a favorite. I would definitely call it a favorite of mine, because people have a list of favorite movies. This would be one of them that would be on that list, along with The Crow, Braveheart, and a plethora of other movies, of course. A lot of my favorite movies are literally 80s classic movies, too, though. And this being a 1995 film, still a favorite movie. I can't remember what year Braveheart came out, but I know it wasn't too far along from this movie. It was definitely before this one, that's for sure. It was definitely before To Wong Foo. But Patrick Swayze, may he rest in peace, I loved his character, Vita Boheme, and then Wesley Snipes' character's name is Noxeema Jackson, and then you've got John Leguizamo, who plays Chichi Rodriguez, basically. And they just did an amazing job. And it's funny because when you look at John Leguizamo nowadays, he doesn't come off as that person that would play a character like this. But with his, young self and everything, it was like he was willing to just give it all to whatever character he was casted in. And he does an amazing job. They all did an amazing job with this movie, in my opinion. And Shout Factory being the, company that picked it up to do the Blu-ray, give it a Blu-ray release and all that kind of stuff. I am very happy that you guys did that, and I'm very excited that I have this movie, and hopefully one day this can get an actual physical 4K, because that would be nice. I'm not gonna lie, that would be nice, because this seems like that type of movie that would do really well with the 4K format, and probably would sell really well. And I'm thinking maybe, Shout, since you already do 4Ks now, why not revisit this one and give it an actual 4K treatment? But this is my thoughts on it, and I just wanted to give you guys a synopsis of the movie itself, kind of let you know what the movie's about. I also wanted to let you know my thoughts on the Blu-ray release, of how good the audio quality was, how well the picture is, and they knocked it out of the, park for me. So I am very happy that I went with this, from my DVD. And yeah, that's basically it. But if you guys could, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications. That way you're notified anytime that I post a video. I'll leave my links to my social media, as well as my PayPal and wish list, in case anybody wants to help support. Another way to support is to remember by sharing this video with your family and friends. Have them check out my channel and have them give the thumbs up as well. But other than that, you guys have a good day. Stay safe, stay tuned. Thank you.